We're a little bit late, but we're here for the final show, Bandai Namco.
And is hungry for blood. Shall we see how many have fallen into
Turn
shadow?
this off because it already has some.
Satellite sweeps of the war zone have uncovered what appears to be an underground storage facility.
Yeah, but still, we're here.
But I strongly suspect
Shut
where
up.
chemical weapons are hidden, so we need to move fast.
This is the Bandai Namco 3 thingamabob.
Ready to go dark.
To descend into the
Now, Naomi, you're mad about
unknown
this, right?
alone is extremely
But what?
brave.
Oh yeah, the Dark
Or
Anthology
extremely
series.
foolish.
They were just smart
Brothers
and
in
made the
arms,
second
or would it be a
game, like the
case
supernatural
of each
one,
man
I wouldn't
for
have been
himself?
so irritated with the game. But it was all a dream, or it was all a hallucination, has not been a good storyline since 80 fucking years ago.
They did it twice in a row, which
Yeah.
is a bit
They
much.
will be as a compass, guiding
Okay,
you
no.
through the unknown.
No, the first one was still good because they were being affected by gas. That's not necessarily it was all just a hallucination or a dream. They were being affected by gas, and they explained that. I was like, you know what? That's actually really cool. I like that.
One
Oh, shit.
by one.
The second one was just, it was just a hallucination of a crazy guy.
Unless you can find a means to save them. Trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void.
Zero.
A 2?
Find
Gonna continue with the mathematicals. Well, they're planning 13 games to make a full season.
forever.
Your mic on, Dave? Oh, no, you're not. Now you're
Well,
on.
okay, no,
Sorry.
that's
Will
you.
you stop muting the roof, like forgetting to unmute that mic, please?
Listen,
Yeah.
we're kind of in a rush.
Yeah.
You sat around the room just going,
I literally couldn't
that was
hear
me.
you because I had headphones on.
figure it
Don't
out.
just yell at me without me responding, Dad.
Figure it out. I was trying to find this actually, so I couldn't go get you.
Then send Dave earlier.
I did. He was
We're here
pissing.
at Supermassive to talk about the next game in the Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. And I'm joined by exec producer
Supermassive.
Dan. How you
House
doing?
of Ashes, guys.
Thank you for joining
Hi.
us.
That guy's
Right,
smile's
so
kind of
No,
unnerving.
let's
I
start
like the
at the very
concept
start. We're gonna
of
be
this
talking
game
about
series. I
House
like
of
the
Ashes.
framing.
For most
I don't
of the
necessarily
industry,
like
but for those that don't
where
know,
some of the games
tell
have
us about
gone.
the Dark Pictures anthology.
Okay, you're
The
both
Dark
wrong.
Pictures
It's
is a
pink.
series of narrative,
Like,
story-driven,
I like this dude.
branching.
Yeah,
He's
that's great.
excellent. And like his little study where he's talking about you cut back to him and he's like, "How are you playing the game, dude?" Like that's fun.
Yeah,
I find that stuff fun.
because
connection
he's
between
like the Crypt
House of
Keeper.
Ashes is set at the end of the Iraq War
The
in
guy from
2003
Rocky Horror.
with
the
links 4,000 years ago that set the story up.
So tell us more about the theme and themes, I suppose,
Oh, I
within
don't want to be mean,
House
but
of
I hate her
Ashes.
eyebrows.
It starts off with a military unit. They've got some new technology that
Trials
look
of
for
being a
weapons of
woman.
mass destruction underground. They
I
think
miss
they've
Dom.
identified something in the Zagros Mountains in Iraq.
God, Dom's
and
talking
then,
about
as part of
calling
that,
her
they
hair
come into
yellow.
conflict
Fuck
with
off.
an Iraqi
Where was he
unit.
gonna color it? Where's he gonna color it?
Well, and not like a
firefight,
full
and
thing,
then
not like that.
The two
but,
groups are
at least like a
plunged
streak
underground.
of
There's
some
an
kind.
earthquake of some sort.
Why
and
not? She could
It's
be
revealed
a
that there's a
pinker. I'd be
hidden
okay
temple
with that.
underground.
Apparently, Dom's
These big
coming back in the
massive structures,
first.
but
Yeah, she'll be
these
back.
different
July
groups are
1st for
also
Canada Day.
Canada Day.
radio contact is lost and they're submerged in this black darkness.
Where on God's green earth have we landed?
And then they're going to start
Okay,
hearing
they should have
things
had
and seeing
British
things,
Australian
and people are
soldiers,
going to
too.
start disappearing.
What the
My fucking face is gonna be
So this time it's a very
Or
real
maybe
threat.
even before
All
that.
of the
The
Dark
faces
Pictures
look-
Yeah, Dom
games,
does
they all
something.
pull something from real life or from history, from fact. What's
watches
the
some of them,
case
yeah.
With the myth or historical.
She's Rainbow Bowser in the chat.
House of
Yeah.
Ashes?
So we love looking at
I
readings,
remember being
myths
Michael
and
from,
legends and stories
Eternal
and doing
Darkness
that
and how it's
research.
way
And
better
we
than
know
this.
our fans love it as well, 'cause there's something that they can link
Yeah, I
into
definitely can,
afterwards.
exactly.
And I love doing that when I'm playing games or watching movies myself. So this one's set 4,000 years ago.
Dude, a god!
Akkadian
It's
Empire.
Sargon!
It
actually is Sargon. The real
known
Sargon,
sin.
not that
And
pretender
he essentially
Carl
cursed his
Benjamin.
people. He sacked this temple and brought famine and devastation to
She
his own
doesn't
people.
watch the
Snark
vlogs.
Wow.
Wow.
The
See, look,
history's
it's just
lost,
like
but we've done a lot of
Carl.
research
He
about
brought
it,
famine
and
to his
we have
own
a lot of
people.
happy accidents that
Dom
link
usually only
into
comes
the story
around
we
when
wanted to
Dave's
tell.
here.
This time it's a
And
real
the fun
threat.
thing
Not
for
always.
us is we get to do
Hopefully.
our own take on it, we get to twist it, and obviously we've made our
Usually.
own truth from it.
You can tell us about
At
Locke.
the end of the sneak peek, the trailer, we saw monsters. Tell us a bit more about what's going on there.
They're
The
monsters.
military unit
Don't
that you're
give away
playing
the
as,
game.
They don't really know what they're coming up against. They're not human. They're bigger. They're larger. They're faster. The team aren't going to know if there's one or two.
Also, I'm
of them,
irritated they
or
showed off the
hundreds or
monsters in the
thousands of
trailer.
them. And that's
I think they're
kind
trying
of
to say,
the threat with this.
please
If
don't
they've
hate
got
us after the
guns,
first two.
Maybe they could try and take
No,
one.
the
Too
first
late.
one was good. The second
But
one
maybe
was
there's
the
another one
stupid
around the corner, or maybe there's a group of them,
She
and
looked
maybe
how
they're going to
scary
get
it was.
ambushed.
And then there's
No, no,
Until Dawn, which
Dagger.
is better than both
I'm
of them.
actually looking forward to this game.
And it's been really fun to work on.
I've really
and
enjoyed
see these
the
things
Dark
move
Pictures
around
anthology.
and
I've
how
really enjoyed
prolific
these,
they can
even though
be.
they've been kind of
They're
like
different
the endings have been
to us.
kind of
They
lame.
see the world in a
Just
different way.
the concept
Getting
of
little
them just
snippets of
gets
it in
my
darkness and
my
was
penis
did I see
rushing.
that?
No,
Was it
first one
something
was
that
still
moved?
good. The ending
Or
of
was
the
it
first one
actually just one
wasn't
of the
lame.
other
No, it wasn't, no.
soldiers
No.
that's
It was
stuck
okay.
in catacombs?
Stop saying it's both though. Only
We
the
like to
second
try and
one was
misdirect
bad.
people on
It wasn't
things.
even bad, it was
Did you
only
see
so-so.
something? Did
It
you
was
not?
only so-so.
And that's a great thing within horror, that you think you're going to be scared right now, and
If
we're not
one
going to scare you
conference
now.
can make
We'll
you
scare you in
the
a minute.
entire
and you're not
game pretty
expecting
bad,
it.
the ending can
always
make the
coming.
game bad.
Yeah, always.
So should we expect a huge amount of peril in the game?
Definitely. We love to do it. It's fun for us to work on. It's horrific as it is, and we know that our fans love it as well. So yeah, there's at least 60 unique
60
deaths, and there's a whole
unique
ton of
deaths, holy shit.
variation on that. as well.
Damn, dude.
So Merwin and some of the others, you're going to see
Oh, God.
different things
Oh,
happening to them
fuck.
depending on how you play it out. Getting ripped and shredded and torn, and because there's a firefight, there's going to be bullets flying as well, and all kinds of stuff. And it's not just the deaths; it's the gore that goes along with it, and lots of blood.
Wicked. That sounds
Lots of blood.
terrifying for me.
Not gonna lie, man. It's pretty.
I missed those cheers,
What
guys.
differences have you
Sorry.
made or changes
Well,
have you
guys,
made to
guys,
the
this
gameplay
is
and
like the
mechanics for
game.
House
Like
of
this
Ashes?
game is
We're always
more
evolving
pretty
with
much
Dark
like a
Pictures.
Telltale game.
We listen to a lot of the feedback from our fans, and also our team.
This
What
is,
they want to do, how they want to push things forward.
Bandai
So
Namco's
we tried
conference.
some stuff in Little Hope with more camera control, 360 cameras at certain parts, and we've really leaned on that again, and it really works well. In House of Ashes, lots of the game is set underground, and so these sort of corridors, which are really tight and
Also very poorly
indeed. So
Yeah,
we've
so
had to
Until
learn
Dawn was
because
2015.
You take away the fixed cameras, and that takes away
Yeah, but
some
the
opportunities
games
for
haven't
horror.
been, like,
but
very
we've
high
had to learn
quality,
new
like,
tricks to scare
graphics-wise.
people and
sometimes.
Yeah, mediocre.
a little
It's
bit.
mediocre.
chance for
Yeah.
jump scares, which we know some people love. We've also got a new torch mechanic, so it's military themed. So these guys are going to be walking around with weapons, with torches mounted on them. We
God,
love the
I'm not
lighting that we
looking
do,
forward
this
to
sort of
playing
really
that game and
inky
being
black
scared to death
darkness.
by
that
it.
we
Oh
have,
God, you're gonna have so much fun
and sort of
playing
the
it.
contrast to the bright areas.
I can't
So you're
wait
gonna
to
need
sit
lean
on
that
right
torch
here on this
to
couch
allow
and
you
give her
to
the
see
controller and
where
say,
you're
"Go,
going,
woman."
What the threat is, and that kind of stuff.
When does it come out?
We've also done things like
Have
added
to wait
difficulty
till-
settings to this
Probably
game.
not.
So in Little Hope we added,
Probably would be.
QTE warning icons as an example, and we've got some really good positive feedback about that.
born
But also
British,
some people
Torvar
want to turn that
came
off. We want to allow you to play the game in your way. So with our accessibility settings and difficulty settings, if you want to have a more casual experience, you can change those settings. Still, most of your
Nothing
characters
gets
in there end up dead,
Nothing gets
but,
a woman like this wet
that's
other
what
than
it is.
saying
Yeah, but
accessibility
that's what we come
settings.
for. That's
Yeah.
okay, we can deal with
Say
it.
so death.
So I've got to ask, what was it like working with Ashley?
Really?
So
Ashley
was fantastic.
Tisdale?
She researched Rachel.
That's
she understood her when
hilarious.
She came on the set, which is so
You remember
What's she
knew
known
we
for?
were inside
I don't know.
out.
Zach and
Rachel
Cody,
is a
dude.
flawed character. so
We love
she
Zach
brought
and
that
Cody.
forward.
We live on deck, all that shit.
The rest of the cast.
She's a Disney. She's one of those Disney people.
Oh, like a Disney kid? Okay.
She's
Yeah,
fucking crazy then.
probably. Probably.
Dude,
Shit.
We
I can't
want you
wait
to
till they
connect to
get,
these characters and understand them as humans.
fucking-
We
what was
want
her
them to
name?
seem real because they're real to us. We spend
Lindsay
a long
Lohan.
time designing them, and I
They get
don't
Lindsay
mind if
Lohan
you
to be
hate
one of
them
these.
individual
Holy fuck.
characters.
Yeah,
You
Ashley
don't
Tisdale
like
didn't have a
them in
coke
real life.
problem.
But maybe you'll like them.
She
when
does
you see the
now.
journey they go on.
Maybe you'll like them
after
once
making
they're
this,
dead
probably.
and you feel bad
Yeah,
about
and
it.
you feel bad
Yeah.
about it, definitely.
Yeah.
But also, we want you to save them. We want you to
Jesus.
try and save them. We know that some people want to get everyone killed straight away, and that's fine. That's their place.
Actually, that happened a
That's what
lot
they
to a
wanna
lot
do.
of those kids,
But,
though.
can you
That's
get away
upsetting.
alive?
Yeah, they
Save
definitely
as many
got
as you
they got
can.
fucked in every
It's a lot of
single way
replayability
possible.
there.
Indeed,
Goes on
yeah.
forever. I
Well,
like that.
now
They do
I
actually
am
do
just
this.
Last question.
uncomfortable.
Favorite scene?
Favourite scene? So,
Yeah,
Salim,
that's true, they did.
our Iraqi soldier, and Jason Kolchak, one of the Marines that's there. There's a way that can play out, and a sort of contest between them, and you can make it go in a number of different ways.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's really emotional. Seeing them film it, I was lucky enough to be there, and then seeing that come through in game, I think we've got something there. I think that's gold. And then, of course, I love scaring
would've been
people.
fun to
So I
make it,
love
at
the jump
least.
scares. I love
Beat
the
acting,
the
yeah.
moments of tension that we bring. We can't hold you in that moment, so we've got some fantastic jokes in there as well to allow you to relax for a moment before we scare you again.
To take your mind off
Yeah.
the imminent threat. I like that. Dan, thank you so much. This has been really cool to talk about, and I'm sure
I'm still excited for this
I'm
game.
Excited and terrified.
How about
when
you
it's
guys?
apart And everyone else is just excited.
I don't want to get my hopes up
And
to
it's
have
really
them
good to
gassed
speak to you,
again.
and I
So
can't
I'd
wait to
like-
get into it.
It's understandable why they wouldn't show a lot because there's so much that they could spoil.
Am I?
Yeah, you're very cool.
I do not feel
I'm
cool.
gonna rub you.
Stop.
Pazuzu. You know what Pazuzu is? Anyone? Anyone?
No.
Chat would know.
No, whatever. What's next?
Before we dive in, the House of Ashes.
Exorcist.
You got. Of
Exactly.
course, we want to thank Razer for being one of the E3
It's what possesses the girl in the
2021
Exorcist.
sponsors. Of course, giving us
Who
these
cares? It's
tired
technology. It's
old
a piece of
blades
shit.
nobody cares about. But this blade,
Who cares about you?
RTX 3080 built right in. Of course, the Razer.
I'm
chair.
taking that.
Thank you so much. No, I'm taking that.
Okay, we'll fight.
Okay, well,
We've done it before.
you know what,
Hold
I'll
on,
take the
shut up for a
hand.
minute.
I'll be little brother.
Was that it?
Outdated.
Because
Nobody
this
wants
is
these
the main
anymore, right? Doesn't
E3.
matter. Golden Boy.
This isn't
You
part
just
of-
Dark
Shush
Pictures
for a
Anthology.
minute.
Yeah.
Your first glimpse of it. We have some reactions
Yeah?
from you. Is
Oh,
what
you
they,
do?
They were recording you. They said you were a little
What was it
scared,
do?
not terrified.
Not terrified,
fucking
thankfully,
see what the
because
fuck
you
they're
know it was just
talking about
a
to see
you know
if
I already know what it is and it's
normal
nothing.
trailer, which
Here
is
we go.
fine.
See,
And now, there's my face.
You're
and
unsettled for
They're
sure.
reacting to themselves.
Oh yeah, no, you don't like
This
that.
is-
You don't
yeah,
like
don't
seeing
like
that.
that. No, not a fan of that one either.
So
Nope.
narcissistic.
Then nope.
Yeah, I think that was one of the jumps.
Dark Picture Anthology at House of Ashes.
I didn't change that.
Games in Liverpool, UK, making that one.
Looks like
published
you
by
did.
Bandai Namco.
No.
I personally have fallen off.
Now we're apparently watching Play for All?
Very
I'm
guilty.
very confused.
Okay, that was
But I
supposed to have
did
started 7
love,
minutes ago.
Until Dawn. I had a great time with that one.
You want to go like
Persia,
just
what about you? What's your
see
experience?
those other?
The other streams?
This?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, I'm more interested in talking about The Exorcist.
Okay, well, too bad, Dave.
So I didn't know what
Okay.
to expect even hopping into
Hold
that
on.
one. but
Fucking
there was some sort of
E3.
satisfaction kind of going through it all and seeing everything.
Bandai
right.
Namco.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking about how they're talking
Okay.
about all
What
of
are you
the
doing?
Wow, this is
Okay,
definitely
you're still
an
watching
upgrade
these
from high
cucks.
I'm like,
What are you doing over
let's
at
see
IGN?
if
Played
we can
before
run this
performance
better.
You're still
IGN
watching
is
these
Greg Miller,
cucks.
so that's why.
I was gonna say,
What are
'cause
you
like
doing?
Dev was saying that, like, obviously there are
You're
Yes.
still watching
Sure.
these cucks.
kill, or at least there are always players who are going to.
What did we get piped into?
Everyone. I am one of the. I am.
We're
a
on
player who will try and
GameSpot.
save as many as I can,
I
so
don't
I
know.
can't really
It's
identify.
probably just
Tam,
GameSpot
what's your
people and
experience
Play for
with these
All, and
ones?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, this is probably like the GameSpot host.
Yeah, show more. What
and
the
they
hell?
and they accidentally
To the developers behind.
this is probably the GameSpot host, and they accidentally like didn't cut away back to their guys, and they because they're getting it from like the E3 channel. Hey Dimitri, what have you found?
Wait, it's
Same
was that
thing.
it? Wait. Thank you, Red Eyes Black Dragon. I appreciate the
That's
membership.
it.
Good card. Thank you for
Wait.
showing. Wait,
Dimitri.
did it end without us realizing?
I'm streaming too.
Okay, hold on. Wait, no. Is this the end of it already?
I'm streaming
Thank
too.
you again, Red Eyes Black
and
Dragon. Thank you.
that was
Hello.
it, bro.
Hey, Dev.
Holy shit.
It ended. Shoot to it. That was it. Okay. Victor Marcos, thank you for the sub. I didn't realize it ended. Where's
Wow,
Gold?
that
Okay, this
was-
is officially the worst E3 ever.
Wow.
Because they
This-
couldn't even
okay,
end it.
You know what? This is like the first last day ever. Like, holy shit.
What the hell?
Do you have anything going? Nope. It's done.
Wow!
Hold
You
on.
end with
Wait.
one little thing for one game,
Okay,
and you
look.
can't even. Oh my!
That
God.
was it. I got no words for it, but yeah, that was it. Apparently, there is another conference in 40 minutes called Eureka Studio. It's some indie developer. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. All right?
Play the song, Dev.
I'm
One
playing the
last
fucking song.
time.
I'm playing the fucking song.
Bring the spaceship home.
Okay, listen. Okay? Listen. Where's the fucking... Okay, listen. Okay. If your E3 conference has only one game to show, fine. That sucks. But you didn't even end the conference. You just cut away.
Like, there was all this stuff about the new DLC for Kakarot. There
Yep.
was nothing. There was nothing about the third piece. What the hell is wrong with you, game companies? Do you not want to sell? Or are you just that arrogant that you think you're going to sell by showing one game that has already been mostly showcased?
They didn't show Elden Ring.
No.
They didn't show Elden Ring.
No.
They didn't show...
Because it had nothing else to show.
They didn't show the Kakarot stuff. What else does Bandai Namco make? Okay, hold on. How many fucking... Hold on.
They had a graphic with like four different properties on there.
Yeah. That's all we got. See, look at everyone's fucking freaking out. Oh my. Okay, hold on.
Oh wow.
Properties. Bandai Namco properties. What could have they shown? List of Bandai Namco game franchises. What are the big ones here? All right. Let's just quickly scroll. Dark Souls, Digimon, Dragon Ball, God Eater, Gundam, Dot Hack, Idolmaster, Katamari Damacy,
Naruto.
Kelowna.
Fucking Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man. They do
Ridge Racer.
They do One Piece. They do Ridge Racer. They do Sailor Moon.
Soul Calibur.
They could have done Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online.
Tails games.
Well, Tekken. Time Crisis.
They showed Tales of Tales of
Xenoblade.
Why did they do a Tales segment in a Kakarot segment?
There was a new Tales game, right?
What the fuck?
They didn't do. So hold on. They show up. They have a big opening for their E3 Bandai Namco conference. They have an interview for a new Dark Anthology game. Fine.
Wow.
Good. It's a game. And then instead of saying, okay, that's it, we're done, that's all you get, it just ends.
They didn't even have
an outro.
No, they had nothing. They didn't have a host. They just let's just switch back to Greg Miller. I want to show you episode if it's still up, Conversations with Colin, because it's Greg Miller before he was cucked. And
Bandai fucking owns Gundam.
They fucking own Gundam. They made everything Gundam.
Like here, guys, look at all these video game franchises. Like, okay, I'm not saying that you need to make a new game of all of these franchises, but at least 5 of them have games being made right now.
Oh, wait, no, they own the Naruto franchise too. There's actually a shit ton of fighting games.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And now there's Porto, so.
Well, whatever. You could still make more Naruto games. No one would complain.
I'm muting it, and I want to see what's going on. Nothing.
Oh. Giant bomb. That's an apt description of this entire conference. Next year,
hold on.
I want there to be actual communication between people, between companies.
Yeah. Go find Bandai Namco.
Like legit.
Hold on.
Are you gonna go bitch on Twitter, Dev?
Okay, Square Enix. Yeah. Okay, no, they're back. So for a day, Square Enix's Twitter was actually privated after their E3 throwing because everyone was shitting on them.
Well, wasn't that because? Wasn't everyone mad because they made just...
Dude, hold on.
Just wait. Scroll down.
Bandai Namco. Okay, hold on. Check this out, guys. On Twitter, Bandai Namco is auto-completing to one game. That's how many people are searching this right now.
Stop Asian hate. Have a conference with more than one game. I mean, that's probably...
Actually, wait, no, go back.
Wait, defund CBC?
Fine, what?
Well, look, up next on day 4, stop. Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes.
Yeah. No, they're right.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said that earlier.
Thing.
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
Why?
Okay, hold on.
Why wouldn't...
Bandai Namco.
Okay,
latest tweets. Gimme. What do you got?
Probably cost the amount that game's gonna sell. God.
All right, here we go. I'm head out.
Wow, that totally beats the shit of that SpongeBob one.
I'm retweeting this.
Yeah, please.
Okay. One game. They've shamed us all. One game. Nothing but Elden Ring.
They could have done that.
No Tekken. No Dragon Ball.
Nothing.
Here. Yeah, just oh my fucking god.
I mean, that
guys.
Subway commercial's more interesting. Jesus. Pre-order Scarlet Nexus. Is that Bandai Namco?
No, it's promoted by Bandai.
Oh, I see. Why did they talk about that?
I last longer in bed. Bandai Namco showcase.
My God.
They did. Okay. So they presented one game from the House of Ashes anthology, which is a game series. There's 2 games out. I don't remember what this one's called.
Okay, listen. Okay. What a fucking shit. Can I just okay. Shut up. Shut the fuck.
Talking.
I don't care. Women can't be video games.
Again, Nintendo wins by doing absolutely nothing. Exactly. See, Cult. Definitely.
Look at the
called
chat.
it.
Look at the fucking chat. I'm going back to like a time when I was young and things were good.
Oh, like 30 years ago?
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to pause it here. Okay. Listen. The only thing Bandai Namco put on their YouTube today was the Kakarot for Switch trailer.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, listen.
And there's enough footage, trust me.
Guys. Now that you've seen everything, this has to be the worst E3 of all fucking time. Everyone shat the bed.
Yep.
With the exception of
Nintendo.
Xbox and Nintendo. Everybody shat the bed.
Yeah, but the Guerrilla Collective only shat the bed with their audio setup.
Yeah.
It was a bit awkward.
Many big companies don't have fucking subtitles, so I'm giving them a pass on the closed captions, even though I'm still irritated they didn't have it.
But the games themselves were like mostly okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. The Guerrilla Collective was good, and I was pleasantly surprised because when I heard that, it was new, and I just expected it to be just a pile of just steaming shit.
Yep.
Like this.
Yeah.
But that wasn't bad, so they didn't really shit the bed other than their technical difficulties. And the laziness of technical difficulties.
But what
the
was the
Indie
worst?
Showcase was good.
Yeah.
Knowing that Bandai Namco went on record and said, Bandai Namco presents Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes.
And
so,
nothing else.
That being said, what was the very
that
worst?
diversity conference.
Oh, easily, yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
easily it was Take-Two's. We
Yeah.
have no games. We're going to lecture to you for 45 minutes
Number
on
one,
diversity.
Yep.
That was
Take-Two.
easily the worst.
Number two, I would say Prime Matter, aka the Koch
Brothers?
Media.
Yeah.
Koch
Brothers.
Media.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
This is the third worst.
Devolver was not
this
even
is
near
the
the
third
worst.
one. Then Devolver.
Okay, here. You don't like limited run games.
Yeah,
Fine.
they
You
suck.
Hold on. You don't like the jokes.
Yeah.
Fine.
But there were some
They
decent
had
games.
games.
They had
There were games.
Notice
Yeah.
I didn't say that they were worse than Devolver.
They had
Notice?
actual games.
Notice.
Yeah.
Notice I didn't say they were worse than Devolver.
Because like the wholesome directs, the
were at
social
least
justice
games.
crap was
There were at
that
least
angle
games
was
in
not
there.
great, but there were
at least
75 games that were shown even in clips,
that the
and I
Wholesome
looked through them.
Direct? I thought that was the Guerrilla Collective, not the Wholesome
Yeah, Girl
Direct.
Click had 75.
Oh right, sorry, yeah, 70. Okay, sorry.
But
Between
still, they both had
between the
games.
two of them,
They
between
had
the two of them, they
games.
had
They
a
had
ton of
games.
games.
Oh yeah.
And I've looked through.
Yep.
I've looked through lists.
Yep.
I've got demos and stuff. I mean,
Yep.
there's a lot of at least decent content in there.
Hold on. Of the big names, Nintendo showed up, said, "Here's the games, check them out," and fine, we got through it.
Even
It was-
Ubisoft was better than that shit.
Xbox showed up with Bethesda. Here's our games.
It
Like
was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think it's tied between Xbox and Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like if I had to choose, I'd choose Nintendo because I'm a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking at it objectively, they both had a lot of good games.
If I had
They both had a lot of good games, and like everything was actually like up to par. Actually, it was not because Nintendo was obviously having some sound issues, like because their audio is slightly behind. So technically, Xbox technically.
Yeah, I saw. Guys, hold on, guys.
Xbox won on presentation. Nintendo, at least in my opinion, won on sheer content.
Yeah. Have you guys seen this? This is the Windows 11 desktop.
Oh look, it's China.
The start menu is right in the middle, and it just fills the whole screen.
I hate it.
I'm not upgrading. Fuck that.
I hate it.
I'm not fucking
absolutely hate
upgrading.
it.
Fuck that.
Like
everything fucking sucks
no,
now.
fuck that.
Everything fucking sucks now.
That is the CCP of operating systems.
I wish that there was like a way that E3
Yeah, I
could
agree.
like do like, okay, so these companies don't have a lot of stuff going on. They have one game. They have one game, and they're gonna do a little bit of time to do that, and they just stuck them all together.
Yeah.
And like one like I guess long conference.
Yeah.
Or like just like a okay, yeah, this is gonna be like a 5-minute conference, like a 10-minute conference, 10-minute conference, 10-minute conference. You know,
I'm
like
so
all,
fucking like
Yeah,
I'm so done with
Microsoft,
this.
Microsoft, Nintendo, at least I'd say overall
'Kay.
on par. Everyone
Honestly,
else,
what's funny is that I don't even remember the fucking Ubisoft thing anymore.
It was
been
a lot
so
of
long, and there was so much shit. that I
yeah,
don't
there
remember
was
it
definitely some
anymore.
crap in there,
Well,
but
they didn't-
overall
they
it
didn't
was
announce
like middle of the pack.
They didn't announce Beyond Good and Evil 2.
No, they didn't.
Well, it's
I remember
dead.
you being mad about that. That's the only thing I remember from the Ubisoft conference.
What was E3 like in the 90s? I mean, we didn't really see a lot, but it was
in
it was
the
pretty
90s.
great.
In the 90s, E3 was a lot more corporate, and it was a lot of like talking about how the company's going. They would what they would do is they would put it in like Nintendo Power. All right?
Mm-hmm.
E3 as a conference, like a streamed conference, didn't start till the early 2000s, and it was like low quality, like 360p video, 480p video, or whatever on IGN.
Yeah.
And we get together on threads on 4chan, and we'd like watch them, and it'd be kind of like, okay, $599, ha ha ha, Ridge Racer.
Yeah, that's 2005, wasn't it?
You saw the Scott Ross video about old E3.
Yeah,
yeah.
So 2004, 2005 is where it really started picking up in terms of approachability, because before it was very, very private. Like you had to get invited, you had to be a member of the press, whatever.
It was like there was like God, Igor.
Nicholas Pickles. No, way too young.
Video and Arcade Top 10 was a Canadian game show that had you play video games for prizes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was great, and you had people in the audience that were like they were like connected,
well, I was in the audience
so they won
once, but I didn't get chosen. I kind of felt bad about it.
Oh well. Sucks for you, I guess.
Yeah, they filmed it at Toronto, I think.
Yeah, it's Toronto, because it was sponsored by Licks, which is like this just basically dead burger franchise.
Yeah.
You know what I think E3 needs to do? Like, because you know what I kind of enjoy about the whole COVID thing is that they've done it kind of like this. Which I'm actually enjoying these a lot more than like having them stand in front of an audience and talk, and then many people getting nervous because they're getting stage fright because there's like hundreds of people in the crowd.
Yep.
Yeah, but what was their excuse this time?
No, I know, but like actually, like people haven't had stage fright this time. Like everyone's just shitting the bed. I'm not saying
everyone's shitting the bed.
I'm not
dude.
saying that they aren't. I'm just saying that I'm actually enjoying this format more than like the previous format of them standing on a stage and just talking.
It depends.
And they can
depends
actually,
what it is.
It does, and I find that they can do more this way. Like sort of like obviously some of them are still on stages and whatnot.
There's more special effects. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying doing this way, but I also think E3 itself just needs to change its format and like actually just say what the fuck is supposed to be going on in the video. And I think that Xbox generally has the right idea of, this company, we're showing off game trailers. Xbox has the right idea because we've always loved, every single year, we might not like all the games, but we've always loved them just being like, trailers.
Yes.
Fucking go.
They're consistent. That's the big thing. Consistency.
But also Nintendo too. They always do that too.
Yes, they do. I agree.
Yep.
So for all
Sony
these
when they're
other
around.
things that aren't doing like just trailers, like they want to do interviews and stuff, I feel like that needs to be like a separate like sub-conference thing where just like, here, there's going to be trailers in this and it's going to be cool, but there's also just going to be like a lot of interviews with devs.
With dev.
Developers.
And if you're into that, then that'll be a cool extra thing to watch. And then if you're not into that, then that's like, it is part of the main E3 thing, but it's not like just trailers.
Yeah, the talking and babbling needs to be a sideshow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. Yeah, that needs to be its own little thing.
Its own little thing.
You know, like,
and I don't mind if they show off like new
conventions.
game trailers in it and then do the interview.
Yeah.
Like, and if you want to see those trailers, you have to go and like watch that one. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it
Because it's
needs
like a
to like
convention.
be like stated as what the fuck it is. And that's the reason everyone's getting so angry is because all of these things are supposed to be like what Xbox
Look at all
is
this
doing.
anger, dude.
Yeah.
This
like,
chat has been pure anger this whole time.
like what Xbox and like the
livid.
Gorilla Collective have been doing, where like yes, there is a small host, but there's also just shit tons of trailers and it's awesome.
Yep.
So how long was the countdown to this? 45 minutes for what? Like 10 minutes worth of actual footage?
Yeah.
That's awful. Can you imagine if that was a concert, like a rock concert or something, or whatever? There would have been riots in the street.
Well, that's fine. You can see an hour-long Kojima interview, but
Fucking
it's going to
triggered
be
right now.
But you can
separate.
choose.
Naomi seems really triggered right now.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so does Dave.
We've been okay.
You guys are
we've all
triggered.
been at least one kind of convention in our lives, right? And there's a schedule, and there's a descriptor, and you can choose to go to that panel or not.
Yeah.
They made you deal with the shit instead of giving you a choice. There's no autonomy here.
Yep.
See, Dave's triggered. I'm actually just being
One
like,
song, no. Yeah, Dave's actually triggered. Yeah.
Dave's triggered. I'm explaining a better way. But the funny part I find, the one part that does trigger me is the fact
Ain't that a woman.
it's actually a lot easier to do my idea in this setup than it is to do it in like an actual E3. Like sort of yes and no, but like it's not that hard to set a schedule and be like, no, you're gonna be in a separate like stream like this. You're gonna be at this time. Like it's actually really easy to set up. But obviously, whoever is organizing E3 currently has just like does not understand what they should be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I like to know?
Like it's probably really hard to set this up, and like props to them for doing it.
You guys
at
have been
all.
going for, but I'm gonna jump in for my
Fine.
final bit,
Fine.
then we're gonna get the fuck out of here
Go.
because fuck this, fuck this.
Freedom of choice is good.
Oh yeah, guys, we did have to delete the Nintendo thing. It'll be on the YouTube channel tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Should be more downvotes in that video, by the way.
Wait, yes.
Yes.
And now let's refresh it and see.
No, it's still the same.
It's slowly getting there. It's slowly getting there. Okay, so listen, guys. Fucking able gamers. Those guys are scammers. Christ. Okay, listen, guys. What Nintendo thing?
I don't know what they're talking about, guys.
Okay, listen. I'm old enough. I've been watching enough E3s since before I actually started watching them. I was like looking at Nintendo Powers, like I said. Okay. And I've been watching every single E3 since they started streaming it on IGN, like at low resolution. This is the worst E3 I've seen. And I've seen some bad E3s, all right? But as a collective show, the whole thing, this is the worst one. The single worst E3, all right? Those few indie conferences that came to the table with games, but with unbalanced audio and with shitty hosts, that's one thing. At least there's games there, all right?
Yep.
Nintendo and Xbox actually had conferences that were equal quality of old good conferences. Everybody else shit the bed. And honestly, the screaming, the diversity stuff is so much worse now. Like even 5 years ago, they had like little inklings of it here and there. Like, do you recall? And this was actually justified. Okay, this was actually justified. There was a moment. Do you remember after the Orlando nightclub shooting?
Oh fuck yeah.
Where like they shot up. It was like a Muslim, I think, who shot up a gay bar in Orlando.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And Nintendo had a short moment of silence, and they're all wearing pride pins.
Yeah.
During their conference.
Yeah.
But it was still about the games.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? Fine.
That's fine because a moment.
It makes it's a moment of silence at the start of the thing, and then they do this like it was completely classy.
Yeah.
Everything was fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
It wasn't this.
Yep.
It wasn't this.
No.
All right.
It's been hijacked.
All of them.
You know what?
All of them.
E3, and you know what, Naomi? I agree with you in the fact that there's a lot more potential with a digital-only platform. However, it was hijacked by
stupidness,
malevolent corporate interests,
Yeah.
and the political sphere.
Yep.
Games should not be so politicized.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Well, what's funny is that like you can make games like ridiculously political if you want to.
Well, yeah,
you
of course.
shouldn't.
Well, no.
Well, just like with movies
Well, here,
and stuff,
look at
you know?
here.
That's a developer's choice.
Let me put it this way, all right? It's the difference between Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which is clearly political, but it's not speaking to, it's not telling you what to think. It's presenting a political story. And then Life is Strange 2, where it's telling you what to think.
Yeah.
All right?
Exactly.
The last great E3, 2015. In 2015, when they announced the Final Fantasy VII Remake and Shenmue 3, and everyone lost their fucking minds, that was the last great E3. And you know what? We started doing E3 on this show in 2016. We missed the last truly great E3. And I'm like not happy about it.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
Dude, we didn't do the E3 of them freaking out about Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy
You
and
sure? 'Cause I
Shenmue.
remember being here for that.
No, I showed you it.
Yeah.
We didn't start dating until 2016.
Well, I don't fucking remember anymore.
We didn't start
That's
streaming
your
until
job.
2016.
We didn't start dating until 2016. We didn't start streaming until 2016.
That's your job. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's all about money.
Yeah, E3 got worse when Dev started streaming it. That's what it is, guys.
What?
I fucking did it.
Way
It's
to
all
go,
me.
man. Way to go.
Oh yeah, in BlizzCon 2014, where the president went out and said that Gamergate, like addressed Gamergate, and was like,
God.
all the gamers are. It's like, shut the fuck up.
I mean the people that are literally making this happen.
It's all Dev's fault. No.
2014 plus 7.
Yeah, we started streaming E3 in 2016, and the last truly great E3 was 2015.
Clumsy propaganda.
And honestly, it was like consistently pretty good from like 2005 to 2015. There was some down, like some like lower parts, but it was never this bad. It was never this bad.
So, are we still
Holy
doing E3 next year?
the resignation of the inevitable.
The thing is, if you guys are watching us and giving us money, you're not supporting them, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Shitzel, they had one game, it was 10 minutes, and they forgot to end it.
Is there even gonna be an E3 next year? I mean, probably, honestly.
Yeah, as long as there's money.
It seems to be big enough that, like, until, like, no one goes, it's just gonna limp along.
What do you mean? Do something different? What do you mean?
It makes me wonder though if it is going to be open up to the public next year. Or
Well, probably considering that like large
You know
amounts
what?
of
They made it
American
private one year.
states are.
They actually shut it down to like no one but very specific people. want it.
I will keep doing E3 because frankly we make over $1,000 in like 3 days, but I fucking hate it, and it's gonna be hate watching from here on out.
Yeah.
So you guys fucking get ready.
Yeah.
There's no more me coming in like, oh, what's the games? No. No. No.
Oh God.
No.
Dev has a heart attack on
Shut
stream.
up.
Yep.
Dev crying as he spins in that pole.
Yeah,
Why are you doing this to me?
Well, dude, we actually got pretty creative this time.
Did we?
Yeah, I opened it like 60 times.
Oh yeah. That's
No, 78.
No, the honest, it's not that I'm only doing it for the money. It's also that like I like hanging out with you guys. Yeah, if we're doing like riff tracks and like making fun of it the whole time with you guys in the chat, that's totally worth it.
You know, it'd be
Yeah.
nice though
Yeah,
if we
makes
could
it a
do
lot
that
better.
with fucking closed captions in every single one of the fucking videos. Which
Yeah.
I will like. At least able. You know what?
Wait, Maverick, what mic is fucked?
Are
Are we okay?
Bah. Who knows? Maybe
knows?
mine. It's
Is
usually mine.
it yours? No, we're all good.
Okay. At least Able Gamers has the fucking
yeah.
closed captions on their fucking thing.
Yeah, honestly, okay, here.
For
Hi, my name's
once.
Timur.
Hold on. Again though. See, during Gamergate, we exposed Able Gamers for basically being pieces of shit, and there were another thing that were like a target of Gamergate. So I don't fucking trust a single goddamn thing they do.
Yeah, which is a shame because like it's a good idea.
Yeah, dude. Gamify hate watching. Yeah, we'll do polls and stuff. We'll make it like, oh, you know me cosplays as Bayonetta.
God.
Bayonetta's like 2 feet taller than you.
Yeah, everyone's
Jesus.
2 feet taller
Like 3
than I
feet
am.
taller.
No, but
than them.
Bayonetta's really tall.
No, I know.
She's like 6'6".
Oh yeah, dude, I'll get
Disturbing.
Metroid Dread for sure. Like straight up, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that game looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only benefit this year is that there was actually many games I was like, you know what, I'm actually kind of interested in that.
Well, the nice thing is tomorrow, Dev, at least Dev and I will be playing some of the demos.
Yeah, we'll be here too.
Okay, so we'll be playing some of the demos tomorrow. Some of them are only between June 12th to 18th.
Yes.
And
So
others,
yeah.
I mean, we just want to get them. We want to test it.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Twitch. In the meantime, Twitch just like changed all these icons in the back end here.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for all the donations, all the subs and bits over the course of E3. You've basically secured the future for the white race.
I'm the only one left, by the way.
We're going to be doing E3 demos tomorrow, and we're going to be continuing our other game playthroughs after tomorrow's stream. So like on Thursday or whatever. What day is it? I don't even fucking know anymore.
Today is Tuesday.
Yeah, so Wednesday will be our E3 demo show. We're going to play a shit ton of E3 demos. And then on Thursday, we return to our regular game playthroughs on this channel.
Yeah.
So there'll be Eagle Island, there'll be Dragon Ball Z, Naomi and I are doing Mass Effect. We're probably going to start Secret of Mana soon, like the original Secret of Mana. So if you guys want in on that shit, Breath of the Wild will come back. Yep, we'll be doing all this stuff. And I have Subnautica's coming back. Yes, all the games, they're all coming back now, okay?
Now, I want to point out
make sure
they're
that you're
not-
here every night.
I want to point out that not all coming back on the same day.
Not on the same day, no. Not on the same day.
They're all coming back tomorrow. No, tomorrow's demo
So
day.
I actually have
Yeah.
a question I'm sure the chat's also interested in. What time-ish tomorrow are we going to do all the demos?
I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I knew that was going
We
to
will
be the
finish it- we
answer,
will
but I
finish it
asked
on.
anyway.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like afternoon through to the evening kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know?
Yeah, we'll do it definitely. Because I originally wanted to do
Let's
the
go raid
demos
some of them.
earlier. All right.
Let's go raid Kibs, all right?
Well, I mean, they're doing the demo, because that's what Steam's doing. They're just doing, like, 7 days of just demos.
We're in
I
EST,
know.
all right? We're in
I already
Ontario,
said I was
Canada
gonna do-
time, all right?
Yep.
Ontario, Canada
Yep.
time. So we're gonna go raid Kibs. Everyone show up. Everyone show up and just say, okay, hold on. Everyone show up and say breed Kibs, all right? Clap
Kibs?
Clap Kibs' cheeks.
HRT now.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.
Jesus fucking Christ.